What's up guys, welcome back to my channel and another drawing video. So I had a couple requests to do a drawing video by not only Mr. Monks but several people in my daily life, and so here we are. I thought it'd be a good idea to show you guys how I do some of this cartooning, and after like my millionth try of trying to record this, because most softwares only give you like 10 minutes to do this, we have unlimited time now, so it's pretty nice. And I have a huge contraption set up right here to record this. Sorry if there's a little glare, but we finally got it. And so let's get into this. So on my first attempt at this, it came out a little, let's say, freaky. Okay, yeah, but enough of that. So let's get into this. So we are going to, I'm going to show you guys how to make a resemblance of something or someone, turn them into a cartoon, or even just make your own person up, which a lot of people do. So what resembles someone is like basically it's their chin line, and their chin line and their hair. So my chin line is like this and somewhat like this. So as long as you have the chin line and hair down and also the colors of them, then you have a pretty decent cartoon. So right here, this is a little rough sketch. Once again, sorry I'm doing this on a tablet. Just thought it'd be quicker and easier to show you guys how to do this. So we have the chin line down, and we have this little circle that we started with. You can see it. We find where it starts to stop curving. So basically, like the middle of that is where our big cartoony eyes are gonna go. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the hair. So the hair, it can be wonky and exaggerated because it's a cartoon, so you actually want to make it quite exaggerated. Like my hair isn't the size of my head, obviously. Okay, but we're not here about that. So we have this nice little head sketch thing. So we have this. Now the most fun part about this, I would say, is outlining it and adding color and basically making it your cartoon. So let's just zoom in here. I know you guys can't zoom in, but just get closer to the paper, I guess. So let's go ahead and do this outlining here. You guys can skip to the actual lesson part of this, but I'm not going to showcase the entire drawing here, but I'll at least do this. So we have this right here, and typically in cartoons, the forehead, you see this, that's a sharp, flat line. And let's just try and try to let your hand get loose when you're tracing around this. Okay, so now we have a rough outline of this. So I'm going to just delete that back layer, which you guys would erase unless you're on a little drawing tablet, pretty handy and dandy. So now what we're gonna do to make the hairstyle kind of pop, just gonna do our hair lines. This shows the waves of the hair. I'll do this off screen because I'm gonna mess up a lot of this. Okay guys, here we are. That took surprisingly long. So here we have our nice little head. So now we can get into our eyes and what makes it cartoony, because right now it looks like a decent person, I would say. So I'm just going to go ahead and sketch out our eye line right here, which I erased for some reason. So this is more like our eyebrow line actually, so let's see, we're just gonna get nice little eyebrows when it comes to eyebrows and you're trying to resemble someone, there's not really much you can do. I mean, their eyebrows, basically just lines of hair on your forehead. But you can just capture the density of the eyebrows. See what I'm doing here? Like so. Once again, that's very rough, and wonky. So here we go. We got that. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to go ahead and get our eyes. So, a lot of my cartoons, they don't have faces and looks a little weird, but it just captures the main features. So, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. So, for eyes are really what captures your cartooning style. So like what I'm doing here, I like making this little under piece right here, and there's many ways you can show expressions. Like you can say like this, just scratch those right there and do this kind of shape, and just do eyelids like disgusted or creeped out, something like that. But yeah, so let's get back to this little, okay, cut. Okay guys, we got our eyes, right? So back to what I was saying. So for the eyes, you want to, once again, this captures your cartooning style. So you can do anime, whatever. This is just how I do it. If you leave a little white spot right here, that shows kind of like a reflection, which really makes it cartoony. So like right here, and then for the nose, let's go down to the nose. So the nose is like, oopsie, about right here. We trace down this line right here. So I'm going to put mine right here, which looks decent, I'd say. So noses can be very easy depending on how you're trying to do them. So now let's go ahead and do the mouth. This is once again one of those features that really captures your like cartooning style. So let's just get this. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Okay. I typically like to make that bottom jaw stick out. It just gives it that cartoony teeth vibe. Okay, so looks kind of creepy and devious, but moving on. So let's go down to this neck. So the head, you want to typically be bigger than the body. So you want to start the neck at the chin line, right there. It's a little too big. Okay, there we go. This matches my reference, which I don't have. Okay, so there we go. That's a pretty good little neck. See how it kind of goes down here? That's what you want. Let's go ahead and move on to the body. Well, the troubles of doing this digitally. Okay guys, due to some technical difficulties, we had to delete the head, but everything happens for a reason, and now we have some more room for armature. So let's go ahead and get into this right here. So when you're doing your cartoon, this kind of gives it the part of your characteristics and that kind of stuff. So you can do any pose that you want, but I'm just gonna do a simple standing pose for here. So typically what I do first always is this chest right here. These are the pectoral muscles. And depending on what style you have, you can do the shoulders. I'm going for a kind of wonky style. So maybe like a little old cartoon feel. So let's go ahead and zoom out here. So here's what I'm gonna do for my arms. Kind of give it some pointy shoulders right there. Sorry guys, I'm concentrated. very highly delicated work, if that's even a word, a vocab word. Okay guys, here we go. So once again, we have these kind of curvy arms, give it that cartoony feel. I'm gonna move this up on the page a little so we have some room for legs, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, here, now we have some nice room to do our legs. So let's go ahead and get into that. So we're gonna kind of close off this torso area, and I'm just gonna draw some ovals to depict where the hands are gonna go, which I'll teach you guys how to draw later. So first, let's get these little hips right here, which you're basically gonna do a trapezoid kind of shape. I'm gonna give this guy a kind of proud stance here. Like so. Oh yeah, and one more thing. I'm going for super cartoony here, so I'm just gonna give them these little classic circle, knee, and elbow things. Okay, so now we have some pretty good legs here, I'd say. And now we can do the feet, which are quite easy actually to do. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do this really quick. What we're gonna do basically is I'm going to take a circle here for my style and just turn it into kind of a shoe, I guess, Mickey Mouse shoes. Influenced by Mickey Mouse, gotta give him credit. Okay, here we go. So, super cartoony. Got that done right there, and let me teach you guys how to do hands here. Okay guys, here we are. We're ready to do some hands. So for an open hand, let's start with open hand right here. Once again, I'm kind of sketching. So you want to basically make this kind of shape. It's an oval and a circle right here. So this is going to be the thumb muscle. I don't know if you can see right here. So we're going to take this and we're going to kind of curve this. If you have a hitchhiker's thumb, we're just going to make that kind of shape. And then we can bring this up here. Now we have a good palm right here. And these are actually like the lines of your palm. So you can see. So you guys can see that well. Okay. So now let's do our fingers. So since we are going cartoony, I'm going to do some big sausage fingers. There you go. 3. Go with 3. Right there. Perfect. So now we have a cartoony hand to make it kind of like a glove. Once again, kind of influenced by Mickey Mouse here. He is a cartoon. Don't know if you could tell. Okay, here we go. So now we have this right here. So beautiful hand. And we can, let me just do a closed hand right next to it. So closed hand is a little trickier, I'd say. So let's take this weird pentagon, I think. Yeah, this is a pentagon. So now that we have this pentagon, we can turn this into a closed hand. So we gotta make this glove here. Right here. So this right here, this is gonna be our thumb. And we have these hand things right there once again. And I made this a little too short. Make sure you're doing all this in pencil at first, because make it light until it's right. Okay, forgot I have to do sausage fingers. So now we have a nice closed hand. I'm gonna get this all outlined and then I'll see you guys back there. Hey guys, here we go. Got a nice outline here for our body. As you can see with the hands, oops, missed a spot. I did closed hands with both, because I want them to look kind of, I don't know, proud stance. And I gave him some Mickey Mouse gloves. I don't know why. This seems so toony once again. I want you guys to go in and count how many times I've said toony in this video. comment it down below. Okay, so moving on, clothing is what we're gonna cover next. So clothing gives it the personality. So like when you wear clothing, you want it to resemble you. So I'm just gonna give it a classic toonie. That's another one, guys. Another classic toonie. Well, outfit here. So let's see. Yeah, you guys can do whatever you want with this. And just make it seem like you or whoever you want it to resemble. I'll be right back when this is done, so the video isn't too long. Okay guys, I finished my clothing. Let's check it out. Okay, it's pretty good I'd say. Okay, so now that we have this down, we have the head and the body. So now let's get into the coloring. So I think so you guys, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put all this information together. His head is no longer with us, sadly, so we cannot place it on him. I'm going to have to redo this, but when I am done, I will get back to you guys and show you guys the basics of coloring. I'll see you then. You see that, guys? Different sizes. That was on purpose for some cartooning purposes. See that, guys, right there? All the glasses, the lenses are different sizes. It was on purpose for some cartooning purposes. So, yeah. Okay, guys, got the final little part for my outline. Ta-da! Here he is. G-Dub the Great. There's cash in his hands. I'd say it looks pretty good. Okay guys, so now that we have our outlines done, which took quite a while actually, it may not look like it, but it's pretty long. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I am going to use my best friend paint bucket fill. Oh no. Well, as you guys can see down there in the bottom right corner, oh, they're different layers. You guys don't know what this means. It means I need help. I have to go in and erase all of the stuff without touching the black lines. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, I'm not done with that yet, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop doing that because there's no hope for this now. So I did work on something earlier today. I'm gonna put that up in the end, show you guys the full cartoon. But for now, what I'm going to do, I am going to still show you the basics of coloring your cartoon, because that is part of the reason a lot of you guys came to watch this video. Once again, I'm using paint bucket fill. I'm going to show you guys how to do certain lines and wrinkles and stuff like that. Okay, so what you want to do, I want my tuxedo to be black, so I'm going to get a gray here. So let's get this gray. So you can see here in this area we have it all glitched out. That's what happens. Okay, so now that we have this is going to be our base color. We can come in with the darker variation of that, which would be black. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make these little lines lines here kind of resemble our wrinkles in the tuxedo, because apparently someone forgot to iron this thing before putting it on. So as you can see what I'm doing here, obviously if you're doing this on paper, you'd like to draw out this before you color it all in. Like here, but on here everything goes over everything, so fine for this. Okay, so then what you're gonna do, you're gonna color in these parts, and then you have some nice wrinkles in this coat of mine. So I think that looks pretty good. Just come up here, just fill in those. Okay, so this is the basics of coloring this in. So what I'm gonna do now, let's scroll up here to the head. Too many layers to keep track of. Okay, so let's come up to the head. This is the only part where I can really show you guys how to do this well. I'm gonna take my skin tone right here and fill in the sections of the face. Okay, so that and then neck. Okay, so we have this, and then you want to get all your base colors sorted out. Do not put them on paper yet though, because you won't be able to go over them with darker colors later on. So yeah, also you can see my glasses are cartoony in the way that they're reflective and kind of in that style. So here we are, we have these nice base colors. So the reason why you shouldn't go ahead and color these in, because if you see what I'm doing, I'm coloring in dark parts too. So like you take a darker variation, like right here what I'm doing, I am basically making some of it darker to create a shadow effect. So here, let's just fill in this area until we have a really nice shadow to work with. So let's see. Then we take the darker variation of that color and we mix it with the lighter variation. So these are like our shadows. Okay, so now moving on to this part. So I'm going to get this right here. Once again, a darker thing. Now watch how I do this cartooning. Hang on. 1 second, guys. Okay, yeah, that works. Now watch how I do this. I'm going to stay away from that line a little bit. This once again makes it kind of cartoony. This isn't my final product, by the way. You'll see later in the video. We have our final product with this, which is a completely different drawing than this. This is just to show you guys how. Okay, so there we go. Now we have that. And so we have the shadows. Once again, the shadows on cartooning is the most important part. This makes it what it is. Okay, so now we have that. We just fill in these glasses right here. Pretty good. Pretty good, I'd say. And so that is the basics of that. Now, if you want this to look really good, and if you have the right materials after you've colored this in, or if you're coloring this in after I am, you can do some nice reflections. This makes it look 100 times better. You could even just use a little paint if you already colored this in. Like here, these little reflections. Pretty nice. Okay, so that is the basics of that. Let me show you guys my final product. guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Send it to a friend if it was useful to you. Sorry there were so many mishaps, and make sure you like, subscribe, turn on all your notifications, because you can be notified when I come out with some more artwork. But once again, I really hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.